And
Yeah.
dude, the film just blew my mind, and I love.
The director had said that like this scene was the first idea that came into his mind, and then he
Okay.
wrote rest of the story like around this scene. Like this was the core
Oh.
idea. So
Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince, and I'm joined by my best friend and a great cinephile, Varun Saxena,
I
directly joining from New York. And if you haven't seen our previous video about the Green Knight Unexplained, we thought let's continue this Unexplained series about more films which we think are unexplained and we don't understand it fully. And I think mostly it will be Hollywood films, but we'll also try to do for Indian films in the future. So you can let us know in the comments which one we should try out. This
but
movie,
today's
dude.
film is an international film,
Yeah, today's
neither
an
Hollywood.
international film,
Actually,
which
oh,
is
technically, Green Knight is also like European. It's not like it's British. It's not Hollywood. So
okay. So we are actually doing it for international films then.
I think so.
But today we are talking about A Separation, a Iranian film, my first Iranian film. What about you, Varun?
I think not the first. I think second, third, something. But yeah, like I've seen very few. So yeah.
Yeah. Like I told Varun we are recording this just 5 minutes before this. And I was like, I need to talk about this film. It was
Oh,
an outstanding, complicated character family drama, and it is so simple in a sense, right? Like
yeah,
it's
it is.
about a
Yeah.
divorce, but there's some incident happened with someone, and how it just leads to everything, and how it shows the class difference, how it
Yeah.
shows
Gender differences also.
patriarchy and gender
Yeah.
difference, and how religious comes and play,
Hmm.
how morality is questioned, what is right, what is wrong,
Yeah.
when there's no right, no wrong. It's
Yeah.
all about
Exactly.
being selfish. And
Yeah.
dude, the film just blew my mind, and I love the ending when they ask her who you want to stay with. I was wishing, please cut, please cut, please cut, but they don't cut it. Slowly, okay, you go,
Yeah.
both go outside. Then they go outside, they just sit around, and the credits start rolling and rolling and rolling. Dude,
Yeah.
I
Very.
freaking
Yeah.
I freaking love this film, dude. This one of my favorites of all time. And yeah,
Yeah.
you wanna say anything? Quick
I think.
overview.
Yeah. I mean, I'll.
Oh, by the way,
I.
spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoilers! I'll put it in the title also. So if I spoiled already, so yeah, it's already said. Spoiler
Yeah.
alert. Yeah, continue.
So yeah, I think like how you had already mentioned, it is a very very good character study. It talks about so much, and that too like in such a simple manner. And yeah, it was like it is an outstanding film. And of course I also loved the ending. I did not want to know what they're going to say. I guess I agree with you on most of these points. I feel
Yeah,
like so I had seen this film, I guess 2-3 years back. So I had to like read the names of the characters again. But then like even after that, I think I remember the plot. I remember so many like details here and there, and I think like that's a big thing. Remembering films even after a long time and all
yeah,
that. So like yeah, this is one of those films which will stay in your mind for a longer time after watching.
definitely, dude. I cannot, dude. It's just that overwhelming feeling that you don't know what's gonna happen now. It's like you are
Yeah.
engrossed in a film. You don't care about the editing, the sound design, the music, the cinematography. Doesn't matter. I'm into this story, and
Yes. Yeah.
outstanding acting by all of them. Each and every character, has enough material to do something. Even the grandfather, he has
Yeah.
dementia. He has that
Alzheimer.
Alzheimer's, and still,
Alzheimer.
he
Yeah.
has given a great. The kid, the mate's kid,
Yeah.
dude. Each and
It's
every
yeah.
character.
Each and every character is very detailed. Yeah.
It just feels so real, and being a first time film, I have like no idea what's the style or something. It's very if someone has seen most Iranian films, they'll know, okay, they understand it. Maybe they'll not find it that
Yeah. The
overwhelming,
visual
maybe.
language or whatever. Yeah.
So I think that sense also, it is cinematic, it's chaotic, but it's shot in a limited space. We have seen sets, right? They design the set so they can place the camera, and then you can tell it's a set, right?
Yeah.
But here it is a place, it is a room.
Yeah.
They know they have a limitation of placing the camera, but the it's so cinematic still. You know,
Yeah.
you never lose interest. But let's come to the ending, dude. I think it is like you decide who will she go with,
I feel
right?
like it has been left open. I mean, again, we can't really answer. Film has given us enough, but
Yeah,
I
I
still
think
feel
film
like,
for both husband wife, they've given up, given us, the pros and cons, and but who would you choose? That's the main question, right?
I feel like the wife, my mother.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
I would
I
actually
think so,
choose the
yeah.
father.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
okay. You saw it like 2 years back, so I'll just refresh some scenes for you, so you know what I'm talking about. So one scene which really stood out for when after she left, the mother left, they are in the car and they go for petrol, and she gives the money and the remaining money as tip, and he tells her go and get it back, fight for it. And she goes and gets it money, and then he smiles and asks her, it's your money now.
Yeah.
Then later in the film, then the mother comes in, right, that I'll come back, you just give them the money, my daughter is in danger, and he accuses her that you always run, you never stay back and fight for it, don't resolve things. So in my perspective, I think staying with the father, the girl will learn better things, because even the mother later
how to face
the world, right? But even the mother, right, later also she's I have to save the kid, just give the money, I don't care, let's just get over with it. What if okay, you are trusting this guy, we trust the guy that if you give the money, he'll not again come after you. But what if tomorrow someone else does it, so again you'll start running away. That's how I look at it. So I feel but the father also, I totally understand when he said, at that moment, he didn't know she's pregnant. He didn't thought about it. And everything happened in the heat of the moment. But he did lie, right? And even the daughter
and he did,
lied.
he did push, shove, whatever. So,
But again, it's such a gray area, right? Like, you don't know who's telling the truth. You know what has happened, but how do you? And then later we get to know, she was hit by the car. But he didn't really, did anything. He did push her, somewhere knowing that she's pregnant. And his statement, right? How would I know that she's pregnant? Why would she even come to work? Why would anyone come to work when you're pregnant? And that shows the privilege he has, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't even can fathom the fact that someone will work if they're pregnant. And he cannot look at her and tell she's pregnant. Even I was not sure she was pregnant, but then maybe I didn't pay attention. Then we're talking about, I have to meet a doctor, and then how that comes back that if you didn't hear she's not pregnant, how did you know she asked for a doctor's number? And then daughter asks her, you lied, right? And he's like, yes. And even later, right, when the mother and the teacher, right, they come in the court, and teacher asks why they called me, what will they ask me, and she said, I don't know, but whatever it is, just tell the truth, you don't have to do anything else. Okay. And that shows her she's very straightforward like that, she not lie. And later even the father, right, when the daughter is called in for questioning, he doesn't tell her what he'll ask. He doesn't say anything. He just lets her go, just answer whatever they ask. And she decides, because she wants to save her family, she decides, not to lie that, I told my father about it. So, and even, what it reminds me of, I recently saw this HBO Max show, HBO show, which is The White Lotus. That show is also about, the privilege. But no one is a villain. People who have privilege
they're unaware,
they're unaware, but in the show they didn't do anything wrong to the people, like even Parasite, right? That family didn't do anything wrong, right? But it's the structure of the system that makes the underprivileged suffer more than the people in privilege. And even this movie shows that, right, in a way, that this guy was thrown out of his shop, he couldn't fight back, and now something has happened. And the way situation, it's a situation, and because they are the underprivileged, they don't really have a say in it. They cannot really fight back. That she didn't tell him that I'm going there to work. She didn't tell I was pregnant. She didn't make it clear. And it is such a what to say, like, it is not a hero villain black white thing. And to package this whole story in a movie about separation, about divorce, and how a child suffers. Not by like something like marriage story in that sense, right? Or it's about their interpersonal relationship. But how to use this incident, to explore both sides, and finally the daughter has to decide. And even later, right, that the father tells her, she says, right, that mother has, brought her stuff to come back. Why you are doing this? Just give the money. I want the family to come together. And then he later says that, okay, go. If you think I am responsible, go get her. I'll pay the money. And if you think I'm not responsible, you can go leave with her. And then he goes out to check if she's coming back or not.
But
it's like, in screenwriting, that thing, right, that you define your character by what they the actions they commit in a situation.
Yes.
There's no narration, there's nothing like what is this character, who is this character, nothing like that. It's the actions they commit that tell you who they are.
Yes, exactly.
I love that scene that when he's bathing his father, and he just cries, like started crying.
I think like when I'd seen this film, I mean, this suddenly reminds me. So when I'd seen that film, and then like after watching the film, I was reading about it. The director had said that like this scene was the first idea that came into his mind, and then he wrote rest of the story like around this scene. Like this was the core idea. So I mean, it makes sense when like once you understand that, like that is such an important moment for the character, and I think like you can see that in the film itself.
Yeah. Even that scene, right, when his father has to go for the checkup, and he has to show the bruises, and he's just like tying his clothes up, and then suddenly he just looks at him. There's a sudden realization of something, and he just dude, there's so many sequences. Like even the mother, right, like she was like 14 years later he didn't even tell me to stop. And like even her daughter, right, and when she tells this to her daughter, and she's like, because he knew you'll never leave, you'll come back, that's why I never stopped you. It's such so weird, dude. It's like, and then the daughter says, please tell her, communicate, but both are not communicating. And that's both what that's about. And when I first heard, it's a separation, set in the war area and all, I didn't know it's Iran city wise, but I thought it would be like they're in a war and they're getting separated or something like this. But when in the film, like, oh my god, dude, like and even this thought, right, that these people are like this only.
Yes,
maybe
exactly.
Maybe her father beats the wife, that's why the miscarriage happens. That thought, right? These people are like this. Like, what are these people? What do you mean by these people? What is this?
That's
this is like, dude. I don't know what to speak now. Oh, dude, it just blew my mind, dude. That's what I have to say. Crafting it right, as I said, a separation story with this incident which talks about so much. The subtext is full of everything, and even I remember there's a scene, right, where they're in the court when she comes, the wife comes for the bail, right, and Tehran, the daughter, and with her grandmother Nani, she's sitting there, and they're reading something, and they're reading about an incident where the king separated the people, upper class and lower class, and the daughter of the maid is sitting there, right there.
Yes, exactly.
There's few scenes, and it just sprinkled, it's like, and everything, every second, every frame in the film is uncompromised. You cannot cut out anything.
Building the characters, building onto what they are trying to say, and
outstanding, man, outstanding. Even I have to say the husband, right, and even in the ending, right, I was not expecting that, and she only comes, okay, I cannot commit this sin, and she's so religious, right? She in the beginning also she called someone and say, this is an aged man, can I change his clothes because he has urinated in his pants, he has dementia, can I do it? She's asking it, and later at the end, she cannot take the money, it's a sin, and the daughter, forget pride and everything, forget what people think about
forget
us.
Everything,
how that core is so close to it. The belief is so strong that something wrong will happen if we commit this sin.
Yes.
And even the situation of the husband, right, that unemployed, and even that scene in school, right, where he goes like, put your hand on this and tell me the truth. And even when the teacher finds out later that he was lying to me. from like 360-degree, dude. There's no point where like, what is that? A coincidence. It's outstanding
Everything
storytelling.
is there for a purpose, and it like
Yeah.
it serves a purpose. So yeah.
So yeah, that was me blabbering about the movie to you, and you were just saying yes, yes. I didn't let you speak.
I mean, I feel like yeah, I'll have to probably maybe just read a bit about it again or like watch something again. But like yeah, I mean the things that you talked about, then I was like, oh yeah, that scene and all that. So
I
that
watched
was
it
there,
like
but
today
yeah.
morning, so it's quite fresh.
Oh. Yeah.
And I'm forcing you to do this right now, so it's okay. It's
But yeah,
okay.
I think Iranian cinema is like most of their movies are very detailed, like character studies. Like yeah, you should watch them. Very very human stories.
Yeah.
Again, I think you'll find. I think this sort of theme of having like not really like anything black or white. That's you'll find that a lot. So and since you like that kind of storytelling, so yeah, like you should definitely check out both films. But
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I was thinking, is there something close enough in India or maybe Hollywood if you have seen? I was
I
thinking of
think.
Kapoor and Sons, but that's too,
Hmm. Yeah,
clean.
yeah.
It's like very simplistic.
Yeah,
Okay, this
very
character,
simplistic
this
when you
happens,
compare to this.
this character, this
Yeah,
happens. But it's still, I would say, like comparable in that thematic value about the family
maybe a
drama.
bit. Yeah,
But
I
anything
think.
else comes in your mind?
Uh, oh, some film. Yeah, I mean there are definitely like I think in Hindi, which other film? Something came to my mind. I sort of forgot a bit. No, I can't remember right now. Yeah.
Basically, this is an Iranian Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, right?
Oh god.
No, sorry, wrong comparison.
Oh
But
man.
any Hollywood film which is only thing that comes to my mind like a crazy family drama would be Crazy Stupid Love. That was quite a fun film, anyways.
There was which one was it? It was not about like divorce, but rather about adoption or something. But then that would also like it was a bit of a comedy or something. I can't remember the name, but yeah, it came like 2 years back. I think Mark Wahlberg and someone. Not that
Okay,
good. Yeah. So
but
very similar themes, but not that.
yeah, but really
Yeah.
no other family dramas
There are a
which are
lot,
so
but
complex. Like
I mean there are definitely. I just can't recollect
yeah.
anything right now.
So guys, that was this unexplained session where I just blabbered, and I didn't let Varun say anything. But he was there to support me. He was there to talk to me and say yes, yes, you are right. That scene was good, yes. But yeah, man, it was fun talking about this, and hopefully we'll do more of these in future, depending on the film also. It should be unexplainable.
We
But
can't do this for
maybe let us
kick.
know in the comments if you have suggestion for any film. But again, thank you for watching. Do check out Varun on his social media and on his channel Indian Geek Society, and yes, we'll see you next time. See ya.